Hello and welcome to a slightly different style of Source Gaming review, because this time we're not reviewing a piece of software, we're reviewing an actual physical object, being the Spyro the Dragon incense burner from Numskull. So I want to give a special thank you to Numskull for sending us this fairly hefty package that when I originally thought I was going to be reviewing physical stuff, I was expecting like a shirt or something, not the whole thing, but I appreciate it and I'm excited to show you all what it's like. So what this is a incense burner in the shape of Spyro from the new Spyro Reignited trilogy. And as you can see on the camera here, it looks like a pretty good model and it's quite sizable. You can see the PS4 controller in the background, and obviously there's a bit of perspective there. You can see my hand there, it's like 2 hands tall, and that doesn't include the base. So it's quite a detailed looking model as well. It's obviously not full, like you can see all the scales on Spyro, but for the cartoony aesthetic of Spyro and having a Spyro figure, it's pretty good. There are obviously some elements because it is an incense burner, and so the inside needs to be hollow for the smoke, and so some parts of it, you can see at the bottom the purple kind of stretches down to the grass, but that's okay. That's okay for considering what this actually is. And then you've got the base, and the base is like standing on a little castle fort sort of thing. It's pretty cool, it matches the Spyro aesthetic, and it keeps the incense burner nice and safe in there with the metal incense holder. Now, I'm not a big incense guy, at least not for incense cones, which is what is required here. I've used incense sticks before, so I had to get some incense cones and figure out the best way to how to use them with this. And it's pretty straightforward. You essentially just put the incense in the thing, put Spyro, light it obviously, put Spyro on top, and then let it just go. Let all of the incense come up and the smoke to come out. And yeah, it works exactly as instructed, and it smells really nice. Obviously that's based on what incense you were using. I grabbed a few varieties. I had dragon breath I think it was called, and sakura incense, and yeah, it worked really well. Obviously being a dragon, the whole idea is that it looks like Spyro is breathing the smoke, like the smoke from his flames is coming out of his nostrils. And obviously under light it's not that easy to see the smoke. Now this might depend on what incense you use, but just on the outside it was pretty hard to tell if it was actually working without the smell. But when you turn the lights off, you put a light under it, you can definitely see that it is working. And again, that's not a fault of the design at all, that's more about the power of the incense and physics and how that actually works. Maybe you can find a really smoky one, you can see it with the light on, but otherwise, not really. So yeah, the model quality is quite good, the wings are a bit bendy and stuff, the horns as well, but I don't think they're going to break or anything, they don't feel like weak. Maybe if you had a young kid who kept playing with the wings, it would have natural wear and tear over time. But outside of that, it's pretty stable. And if you're an avid Spyro fan and you want a Spyro the Dragon figure to sit on your desk or on your shelf with the dual purpose of being an incense burner, I think this is a pretty good one to have. Now, of course, it depends on whether you like using incense cones or not, and whether you think they're pretty effective, as it's not like regular incense where if it goes out you just light it up. You're going to have to take the whole sort of top of the statue off, get the thing out, drop the incense out into your hand, light it again, or just get a torch and all that and light it in there. And of course it will collect ash at the bottom, so you'll have to clean that out every so often, depending on the frequency of you using it. It's all typical incense stuff. But yeah, it's pretty cool, and it's available right now over on Numskull's websites and various other retailers. So if you are interested and you're a Spyro fan, I would suggest going to check it out. I recommend it for those who like Spyro memorabilia. And hey, it might be a good way to get another fill if you've been playing the Spyro Reignited trilogy this week and you just want a bit more Spyro in your life. You want to see Spyro even when the TV is off. This will fill those needs. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of the product, if you've actually tried it or not, or if you're interested in trying it. I'm just going to let the footage show for itself for the rest of this, and I will be back for the end card. So guys, that was the Spyro the Dragon Reignited Trilogy Incense Burner from Numskulls. I want to thank them once again for sending me this product and giving me the chance to review it. It was definitely a different review than what I'm used to, but I really like it. I think it looks really cool. Let me know in the comments if it's something that you're interested in, if you've been playing Spyro Reignited Trilogy or not. Let me know how that is, because I'm still waiting to get my copy. And I want to give a special shout out to all of our patrons, in particular the super patron, the Duke of Dorks. So a link to the product and the Numskull website can be found down in the description below, and always remember to return to the source.